Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Looking for options for movement. And a chance! That's not going far. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his footballing education, of course.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, easy pickings there. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Caicedo. Now it's Haaland. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Gravenberg. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
João Neves. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's got chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, good-looking ball. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Thuram. He's in space and looking for options. And here's Thuram. That's very neat. Decent chance! He's gone for goal! It's a loose ball. And he's there to get it away. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Gravenberg. Portugal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack.
Bellingham! It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
That's tidy. Schlotterbeck wins the duel this time. James got a long way forward to join the attack. And it's Caicedo. Gravenberg. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. And he welcomes it in. Little pass back. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Big chance! Van Dijk gets it clear. Threads one in. Picked out brilliantly. And he's cut it out. João Neves could move up a gear here. And it's James. Now he's got space here. Back in possession and ready to go again. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Lovely bit of skill. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Bellingham. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. João Neves. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Shoots! Bellingham.
This is the time you need that pace.
Hernandez cuts it out. Probing pass. Now it's Mbappe. He is just caressing the ball. Hernandez has it in a wide position. Portugal! And right on half-time, that is telling. Portugal have fired them. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Haaland has given away a free kick. And it's Cucurella. Quick look, then plays it in. And that has been cleared. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Back in once more. That's really well cleared. Bellingham. Caicedo. Now James. Looking for the run. Caicedo has it out wide and in space. That'll be a throw-in.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
James. Oh, that's a key interception. Yildiz. Botafogo do have a chance to counter here. Mbappe. Now it's Haaland. Mbappe.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Kluivert. And he's well positioned here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Stood up well to him there. Always onto this. He's found a way through. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Substituição para Portugal.
An opportunity then to pull clear here.
Número 20. Número 25. Número 38. Número 5.
And this is the shot! Oh, it's come loose.
Número 18. Número 41.
Tries to play it through.
Número 36.
It's no
Número
kick.
22.
Ruben Dias. Haaland under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the...
Oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Yildiz. Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, you can only...
Real chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Yildiz aims beyond the defence. Yildiz. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Calvert-Lewin. Now, can they get him away? And the shot!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Subimendi. Van Dijk. And that was nowhere near his best. Cucurella. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's a sharp little ball here. Shapes to shoot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Mbappe was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop!
Substituição para Portugal.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Número 7. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
They've played it short. And here's Mbappe. Kluivert. And the shot! Oh, that's another chance! He's got a goal! Botafogo back on level terms! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Botafogo grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
Chance to deliver. And Dijk gets it away. And it's Subimendi. Van Dijk. Szoboszlai. And it's Van Dijk. Rice. And it's Zubimendi. That has been slung wide. It's a throw-in.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de compensação.
It's a lovely, neat pass. We are into overtime. And here's Lukaku. Yildiz gets into some... Oh, what a climb! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Good play on the left-hand side here. Knocks it into space. Rice. Now Zubimendi. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. "90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time."
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 15.
Into extra time we go. Potw displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? And he's managed to gift it back. Gravenberg. Looking for a runner. Chips it through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Rice. Calvert-Lewin. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gravenberg. Now Ruben Diaz. Kluivert. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lukaku. Kluivert. Now it's Haaland. Opts for safety. And the keeper's got it again. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Calvert-Lewin. That is good alertness. Yildiz. Great vision. Thinks about the shots. Can he finish? And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
It's their second corner of the game. He's got tall against the crossbar. And now they can spring out of defence. Schlotterbeck. Lukaku is herring after that one. Yildiz. Half-time, extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And we're off for the final time. They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? And it's Rice. Tries to pass it through. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Van Dijk proves too strong. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now that's a great chance! Now, oh, he's been caught napping. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but goes for a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
That has been knocked clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Ruben Dias did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And here's Lukaku. He's in plenty of space here. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Potw perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining, and a little debating room as to whether the outcome was fair.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Mbappe!
That has been knocked clear. He's in plenty of space here. And it's Gravenberch. Haaland is onto this. Ruben Dias gets it clear. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now it's Mbappe, Cucurella, Gravenberch, and here's Thuram. Oh, super ball! Chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. And now the breakaway. And it's Gravenberch. Now it's Haaland. Great vision. Thinks about the shot. And that's played in low. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Haaland.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Mbappe.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe. Oh, they can break here. Pass somewhat off target. João Neves. Gravenberch. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
He's got away. Cross flung it. He gets big. Oh, crossbar! Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. James.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's James. James making good progress on the right-hand side. Bellingham.
This is the time you need that pace.
Portugal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Played into space out wide. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
James looking to play it into the box. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
João Neves.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? And he's taking no chances there. Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Mbappe. Thuram, big chance! Sticks it away! Potw back on level terms! Complete awareness, he understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Potw grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Hernandez. Gravenberg. And Caicedo. Aims beyond the defence. And it's Caicedo. Great chance! Thuram. That's an imaginative pass. Well read, nice interception. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Potw get the ball rolling in the second half. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gravenberg. Hernandez. Mbappe. And it's Caicedo. It's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. And the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Bellingham. Now it's Haaland. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bellingham wins the duel this time. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
James tries making a foray down the right. Ruben Dias with a fine tackle. Thuram under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Great ball, and he's in here! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Quarter of an hour into the second half. James drives forward on the overlap. Thuram. Corner then.
Portugal. Número 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 10. Número 20. Número 5. Vão dar os seus lugares a número
They've played it
7.
short.
Número 41.
Gravenberg proves just a little bit too strong.
Número 21. Número 22.
Botafogo perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Salah, Botafogo are looking to break at pace. Mohamed Salah going full tilt down the left. Turns and he's having a go! It's a loose ball.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 15. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o número 13.
And here's Haaland. Can he finish? And he's quick to get it clear again. And here's Haaland.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gravenberg. And he's picked out the run. No, that's been intercepted. Schlotterbeck. And it's Cucurella. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rice. He might have to go it alone here. Plays it across. Cucurella getting this one clear. Tries to pass it through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, easy pickings there. Van Dijk. And he's managed to get free. That's a good ball out wide. Lukaku has it in a wide position. Lukaku was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Bellingham defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No way through, so back it comes. And it's Rice. Knocks it into... shapes to shoot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Portugal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Portugal, it's Lukaku!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Yildiz. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Substituição 9.
Into extra time we go.
Lugar com o número 2.
Thuram gets into some space. He's had a shot! It's hit the crossbar. Szoboszlai is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Gravenberg, Kluivert, Rice, and it's Lukaku, and he's had it nicked away. Portugal have a free kick. Cucurella and Gravenberg. It's a pretty loose pass. Belling. He won't be happy with that one. It's a throw-in.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Rice, and it's Salah. James, and it's James. Haaland, and he's straight offside. Yildiz. Rice, Yildiz, and here's Thuram, looking to play him in. This looks promising, takes a shot! Szoboszlai makes the interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Kluivert, and here's Haaland. He's a sharp little ball here. He's having a shot! Szoboszlai getting this one clear. And a shot! Great effort, but the end of the first period of extra time. It's been quite a rollercoaster ride here, right up until the final seconds. An intriguing watch. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Van Dijk, Szoboszlai, Vinicius Junior, and it's Szoboszlai. And this is Lukaku. He's shifting through the gears here. Yildiz. Haaland. Passing is crisp and sharp.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Now it's Thuram. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Chance here to counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Oh, such a clever touch. Lovely bit of skill. And that was very necessary. Bellingham tries to play it through. And the finish!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Thuram gets into a good position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is it. There will be penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. Off the post!
Well, I think he's overestimated the keeper's reach then.
Haaland is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Lukaku is the second man to step up for his team.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Vinicius Junior is the man who's second in line. It's in, too smart for the keeper.
He just did what he was asked.
Rice will take the third penalty. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Mohamed Salah is third in line. Down the middle, right where the keeper was standing.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Yildiz comes up, their fourth taker. Back off the post.
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
Yildiz is the fourth man to step forward for them. Oh, he took a risk, but it's paid off.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Portugal at the point of no return. Sticks it away.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
So on the cusp of where they want to be. Oh, brilliant. He had to save it, and he did.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
So both teams effectively one kick away from the precipice.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. Dispatched! There will be more of this.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Through to 7, and we're still going. Big character, big moment, big save. So can he do it? Oh, he saved it!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
No winner through 7, on to 8 now. And that is a scarcely believable miss. So it is all down to him now, no pressure. Oh, brilliant, he had to save it and he did.
Oh, he never looked comfortable over that, did he?
Van Dijk becomes the 9th man to stroll up. Utterly decisive, right down the middle.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
The margin of error is 0.
Great penalty under pressure. Again, picked his spot. I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
How often does this happen? We're up to 10. That's how it's done, he made the keeper commit.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Potw are looking to save match point.
That's just emphatic. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
So, a duel between the keepers. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
He's buried it, and he's won it! So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end.
Well, there's really nothing quite like the excitement of a penalty shootout, and they'll be absolutely delighted to avenge it their way.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And the shot! Rudiger gets it away. Hernandez just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And here's a shot at goal! So what can they make of this? Oh, just skips past his man. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter...
Kluivert! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. This looks... and the shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Van Dijk. And now a sudden chance to counter. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of...
There's the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Cucurella with the clearance. Kluivert. James. That's an imaginative pass. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Hernandez. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Ruben Dias. That's Rudiger. And it's Gravenberch. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well seen. Saw that coming. Kluivert. He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's gone out for a throw-in. Gravenberch. Great vision. Now, can they get him away? He is through here. And that's been drilled in. Kluivert. Now João Neves. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Portugal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And it's hoisted clear. Lukaku touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. And it's James. Hernandez does really well to win the ball there. That's been slipped through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Lukaku. Lukaku is flagged offside. Haaland. Gravenberch puts his foot on the gas. James. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for options for movement.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Gravenberch. Now it's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. And he has been fouled there. James. Gravenberch, distributed tidily. João Neves proves too strong. And it's Bellingham. Gravenberch. Can he get on the end of this? And that has been clubbed away.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Threads one in. Can he latch on to this? Now he's off and running. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. So neither side has yet broken through. Oh, strongly challenged there. James. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cucurella, nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gravenberch looking to penetrate opposition lines. Potw needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Gravenberch. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Decent progress down the left. Gravenberch. And it's Caicedo. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gravenberch. And it's Bellingham. Looking for the run. And the finish! It's in! First blood drawn. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
para Portugal. Número 5.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Número 41. Número 36.
Gravenberg.
Número 7. Número 11. Número 21. Vamos lá tentar uma substituição.
Potw really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And it's Cucurella. Goes for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hernandez. Botafogo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
That is good pressure, just shapes to shoot! Mohamed Salah. Haaland being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter...
Has a shot! Superb from Yildiz! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Plays it across. Konate can get it clear. No way through. Now it's Turan. That is good alertness. Looking for a runner. It's a pretty loose pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it into space. Lukaku is wide and looking to get onto this. Now it's Lukaku. Lovely feet. Rice.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Out towards the flank. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Deftly away. Gravenberg. And Cucurella. Can he get it through? Shot, surely! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Two minutes to be added on. And we're done. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having...